Welcome to the Ideal video series on frequently asked questions. This is a series of short videos to explain how to approach common scenarios, model specialized BMPs, or troubleshoot typical issues. This video will show you the updates in version 4.0 of Ideal, which included a major interface upgrade. Ideal was developed in 2003, and while it has been very successful, it was time to modernize the user experience. Over the years, updates have been made to the BMPs and back-end algorithms, but nothing was implemented to the user interface. In version 4.0, the user interface was updated to include newer graphic components. It allows for zooming and panning on the workspace screen and can utilize background shapefiles for georeference model files. Let's open Ideal 4.0. Please be aware that the software takes slightly longer to load than it did in the past due to the upgrades included in this version. As you can see, the look of the model has been completely revamped. Upon opening Ideal, you will see the county boundary and the municipalities in the workspace. These shapefiles will vary based on which version of Ideal you are running. Many shapefiles come pre-loaded into Ideal and can be managed under the Map tab, located on this toolbar to the left. The map layers can be turned on or off by checking or unchecking the box. The properties of the symbology can be edited. Right-click on the layer, select Properties. The visibility of the layer can be changed. Right-click on the layer, select Set Dynamic Visibility Scale. This simply means that if you would prefer the layer to only become visible as you zoom into the map area, or if you would prefer the layer to be visible at all times. You can export a shapefile, right-click, Data, Export Data. You can also import a shapefile using this green plus sign button located on the ribbon above the workspace. The workspace is considered the map area where these shapefiles are viewed and the model is built. The model objects are now georeferenced, so it is important to build your model in the correct location of your site. Using the map tools, located under the model menu, you can zoom in to the map and find your site location. While zooming in, you will notice that the additional shapefiles become visible, such as the streets, buildings, parcels, and hydro layers. You can pan the screen using the pan button. Before you begin building your model, the Storm inputs must be populated. The Storm Inputs button is located here. Once the Storm inputs are filled out and you have located your site, you can begin building your model. The objects are located under the Objects tab in this toolbar to the left. These objects did not change from previous versions in Ideal, so the process of building a model is still the same. Drag the objects over to the workspace and connect the objects with the appropriate conveyance structures. To connect the objects, you will need to use the Edit tools located under the Model menu. Select Move. Click and drag each end of the conveyance. The conveyance will turn black when both ends are successfully connected to an object. To move any of the objects, you must have the Move button selected. To edit objects, you must have the Edit button selected. Click on the object you want to edit and the Inputs box will open. Another exciting new feature that was added is the ability to view your inputs without having to open the Inputs box for each object. With the default button selected, click on an object and the inputs for that object will appear on this toolbar to the right. To delete objects, you must have the Delete button selected. Other important modeling capabilities, such as running models and viewing reports, can be accessed on the menu toolbar. These options may be displayed differently in this version, but they still work the same as they did in the older versions of Ideal. Under the Run menu, you can validate and run a model. Under the Reports menu, you can set up report parameters, generate a report, and select desired report format. During this version update, there were some changes made to the output report. The summary and detailed reports will include the respective watershed name associated with each outfall. Ideal utilizes a spatial function to determine the outlet object's location in reference to the watershed shapefile loaded into the software during the model run process. Let's take a look at this. I'm going to the map layers and turning on the watersheds layer. As you can see in the workspace, the outlet in the current model is located in the Inouye River watershed. Now, I'm going to open the report for this model run. If you scroll down to the outlet section of the report, you will see the Inouye River watershed is reported here. In addition to this, Ideal will now calculate the total amount trapped for each constituent at the outlet, and these values are displayed on the report. Under the Options menu, you can view the location of the model or load or view the rule set. Under the Help menu, you can view the version of Ideal you are using and view the Ideal User Manual, which was updated to reflect all the changes made to version 4.0. If you have any questions about using Ideal, please utilize the user manual for reference. The manual is in PDF format so that you can export and view while you are using the software. So that's what's new in version 4.0. We hope you enjoy. Please note that the other frequently asked question videos were created using the old version of Ideal, so they will not look the same as Ideal 4.0, but the content in the videos are still relevant. Thank you for using Ideal. As always, if you have any questions about Ideal, please contact the StormOps support team at info@stormopsoftware.com. Also, visit our website and follow us on LinkedIn to get the latest news on support and new releases.